Yeah, he waits till he's tired. He waits till he's in a position where he's gonna win.
On the high ground.
Yeah, on the high ground. Yeah, he got the high ground. It's like what is that? Roses are red, Jedi robes are brown. It's over Anakin. I have the high ground. Isn't that how it goes?
I think so.
Roses are red, cloaks are brown. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Yeah, that's the one. That's it. That's so sick.
But I think if Order 66, obviously it went through, but I think if Anakin wasn't in a metal suit that was hindering his ability to move, wasn't causing him constant pain, and he could actually breathe, I think the galaxy would have ended within probably 3 or 4 years.
Now, do you think Anakin would have taken over the galaxy, like taken out Palpatine?
Oh yeah, Prime Anakin absolutely slaps the entire Star Wars universe.
See, that was something that I wish we would have seen. I mean, we saw a duel between Mace Windu and Darth Sidious.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that was pretty sick.
And Mace Windu absolutely clapped
Sidious,
but then Anakin came in and just absolutely destroyed him.
Yeah. I hope...
We should get a What If Star Wars series.
Well,
I think I've seen this clip.
I love Obi-Wan's. Nice.
But anyway, sorry.
But I think so. Here's some things that I think are going to happen in the Obi-Wan movie. Okay, or the Obi-Wan TV show.
Mm-hmm.
I think that younger Han Solo is going to make an appearance there.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
I think that's going to happen because Han Solo is just older than Luke.
Yes.
Right,
no.
like based on everything, right? He's older than Luke.
Probably like what? Do you think 3 or 4 years?
No, I'd say 10 years.
10?
Yeah, because Luke, when during the events here, it's like he's what 17. So he's 17 years old. Han Solo, I'd be willing to bet is at least like 27, 20 something.
Yeah.
Like when Han when Han gets the Millennium Falcon, he's like early 20s.
Yeah.
Right, because no, like when he leaves where he's at, maybe like that planet that he was on, like in Solo, a Star Wars story.
I wanted to talk,
but you threw a grenade.
Look, okay, circle to talk.
Maybe there's dialogue going that we cannot hear. That we can't hear.
But
so weird.
So Han Solo, I'd be willing to bet like during the events here, late 20s, maybe early 30s, right? So he's like 10 years older. So, honestly, the events of the Obi-Wan series are, what, 10 years after Revenge of the Sith?
Probably, yeah.
Like Luke's fairly young, but he's not, like, a teenager yet.
No, he's like almost Caleb's age.
Yeah, like between 8 and 10 years old.
Nope, I didn't.
Yeah, don't do that.
Mean to shoot. I was just trying to do something else. So down, right, up.
Nice. But yeah, I think Han Solo makes an appearance. They do have Black Chrysanthemum as a character there. They've already shown it in like a Disney series. It like his character played off well. I think that the Obi-Wan series gets 2 seasons.
I think
minimum.
So. Because of like how Loki got 2 and everything else got 1. I agree.
Yeah. I think that Obi-Wan gets 2 seasons.
I think the Obi-Wan series is going to tie into a Darth Vader movie.
You think so?
I'm hoping because I want more Inquisitors. I want more Darth Vader in his prime, like absolutely power, like unimaginable power. Because you got to think about it. He just lost his wife. He doesn't know that she died. He doesn't know that she had kids. He was lied to by the only person that he thought he could trust.
Right.
And he doesn't know any of that. So all he's thinking is that Obi-Wan killed. No, not killed, but he... I don't even know. But
that's what I want.
I just want to see Vader in his own movie. Hayden Christian deserves so much more than 3 or 2 movies. And
yeah, I never liked sand growing up.
Never liked sand growing up.
Those memes are so great.
It's so funny.
It's like, I don't like sand.
I don't like sand.
Anakin, you are getting a Vader solo movie, right? You are getting a new movie, right?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I think that's so funny. Those memes are so good, though.
Just anything. Anything in existence can be meme material.
Oh yeah, I don't like sand. I mean, and like when I think about that, it's like he's thinking back of his head, or the people that live in it, thinking about the sand people or whatever. Like those guys.
Hello there. What can I do for you today?
Wow. So Chewbacca punched that guy so hard his head spun around backwards.
At least it's not like the old Lego games where he popped their arms off.
Oh gosh.
That was fun.
That is holding the ship here. I must go alone. The Force will be with you. Always.
Princess, she's here?
Princess.
Nice, Han.
Nice, huh?
I'm afraid she's.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like after the events of Solo,
Do something.
like that movie, they were gonna go do a job and like work for Jabba right after that. So it's like, okay,
So they're gonna be on Tatooine.
right. So that's why I'm hoping that there's some kind of tie-in there,
That'd be cool.
because like here's what I think Disney's trying to do with like, so they've got the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, all those things.
Another series of Mandalorian.
Right. I think that like the Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, I think those are going to lead into whatever the next trilogy is. Right? There's going to be like some story set up for that, because the Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, it's post Empire, right? Post Empire and post First Order.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Am I right? I haven't watched the Mandalorian season 1 for a bit, but
You mean post? Post Empire, pre First Order.
is it pre First Order?
Yeah, First Order hasn't been established.
Really?
yet,
I
because
didn't know that.
Kylo Ren isn't even born yet.
Is he though?
Wait.
Like in the Mandalorian and
Book of Boba Fett.
Book of
Because
Boba
Book of
Fett.
Book of Boba Fett
Did
happens.
I-
Oh,
it's kind
Book
of
of
all
Boba Fett
of it.
happens right after.
Well, no, because
Right after freaking the Return of the Jedi.
but you have to think about he was with the Sand People for what, 5 years, and then
Yeah.
went back again to get his final training or get revenge.
Right, and then the events of Rise of Skywalker and those ones are like essentially 20 years after the fall of the Empire.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It is pre First Order, post Empire.
Because
Um,
that's the time Palpatine's kind of building everything, because he's behind the First Order
Right.
from the beginning,
Right.
but nobody knows that. But I hope they do better movies than the new prequel, because they suck.
So here's my beef with the prequels, right?
So bad.
or with the or you mean the latest trilogy?
The latest trilogy, yeah.
So The Force Awakens, decent, right? I would say entertaining, really nice, introducing new characters. They killed Han Solo, so that kind of upsets me and pisses me off.
Okay, well,
Oh my gosh,
that was cool. That was funny.
You just like bent it like Beckham and kicked it into his face.
That's funny.
Nice, but so The Force Awakens pretty good, right? Like I'll give it that.
And it kind of
The
gave us
Last Jedi sucked.
terrible.
Screw The Last Jedi, first of all.
Leia flying through space. What was that?
Yeah, exactly. It's
That
like
was
come
horrible.
on, and like I know they tried to retcon it or whatever in like the latest one, like she has force powers and she trained with Luke and whatnot.
Where did that come from?
And-
Well, obviously, probably the comics.
Yeah. So because like she did, but then but Disney, when they took over Star Wars, everything that came from the comics other than the movies was like deemed not canon.
Yeah, that's
Right?
that's a crap. I'm
So-
glad what they've done with Marvel. Like basically everything in the comics is almost canon.
Right.
Like they pick and choose what they want because there's so much in the comics that they can't have everything. So like they pick the big important stuff. I think.
Exactly. And like with Star Wars, I feel like I said, screw The Last Jedi. Okay, so here's my thing. Okay, freaking. At the end of The Force Awakens, okay, you get Rey handing Luke his dad's lightsaber. His dad's lightsaber that got cut off when his hand, like when he lost his hand, like that was the lightsaber he had.
wait,
so-
did say I could build something?
Remember what Mother told you.
Build.
But
Oh, now. Okay, wait. Or didn't I just destroy that?
I think you did.
What? Okay, well, how do I get over here?
It says me prompt Chewie.
Trick the Imperials into powering up the turbo lifts.
Can you use Luke? Luke, can he use the Force?
I don't think Luke knows the Force yet.
Luke can't do jack. Okay. No, but like, and then, like I said, at the end of the Force Awakens, it's like you see Rey handing Luke that lightsaber, and it's so freaking cool.
Oh,
right?
well,
Right.
the doy. Okay.
Like blows your mind. Awesome, but then at the beginning of we were waiting for a year for this freaking next movie, right? Or 2 years or however long it was for The Last Jedi. And as soon as they announced it, everyone was like, oh my gosh, The Last Jedi? That's going to be so freaking
guys,
cool, right?
Guys, please get out of the way. I'm trying.
I thought the last movie was Rise of Skywalker.
The last one is Rise of
Thank
Skywalker,
you.
but we were waiting for The Last Jedi to come out. That was the second one. Like the first one I said was pretty decent, right?
Yeah.
I would say it was okay. But
Not the best, obviously, because I think the best movie is probably Revenge of the Sith or A New Hope.
yeah.
Like the original trilogy is the best by far, but the best movie is probably Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah, because it has the greatest lightsaber duel of all freaking time.
Gosh,
Right.
I mean, I was thinking about it. I used to complain about how bad the lightsaber duels were in the new trilogy, but I'm like, wait a minute, neither of them have been trained. Like Jedi and Sith have not been around for how long? They're brand new. That's why they're so bad.
Wait, why didn't you Chewbacca over here for?
Exactly.
But anyway, let's talk about this more.
And that's where I would say Revenge of the Sith is one of the best because it ties everything together, right? Like it brought the old trilogy with the new trilogy.
Order
Bam.
66.
Yeah, Order 66, everything there. You see where Darth Vader came from, right? And then at some point you actually kind of pity Darth Vader. This person that like when you were a kid and you watched Star Wars, you're like, oh my gosh, that's Darth Vader. That's the bad guy, right? Like this terrible, terrible person that got some kind of redemption towards the end, right, in the Return of the Jedi.
And that's where his redemption comes from, is
Right.
that he was actually good before.
Exactly.
And that's how we get like Obi-Wan saying, "Oh yeah, your father was killed by a Jedi. I knew your father. I fought alongside your father."
Yeah, exactly. And you get all that backstory, and then you also, like I said, greatest lightsaber duel of all time, like in any Star Wars movie or TV show, whatever it is, right, between Anakin and Obi-Wan, the best. Right, I mean, most
Cover me for 2 minutes while I use the
the
refresher.
heck,
Just
like some
keep
kind
going on
of film
about
studio.
Stormtrooper.
I love how that Stormtrooper chick just came up and kicked Chewie in the butt. But I don't know. To me, those were some of the better ones. And then you've got, like I said, the newer ones. I mean, Rise of Skywalker, I think did a decent job. I do feel like they were playing catch up like crazy from The Last Jedi. Right, The Last Jedi was just so bad.
They were all really, really bad though.
Yeah,
Because
they
the
needed
dialogue when Palpatine has somehow returned, that was crap.
Yeah.
That was absolutely terrible writing. That was terrible screenplay.
Yeah.
It's just it seemed like they rushed everything.
I agree, and that's it. And they were trying to cover up the damage from the previous one because it was what's his name? So J.J. Abrams or whoever? Yeah, it was J.J. Abrams when because he did the first one, he did good. And then they got Rian Johnson for some freaking reason, giant douche.
Why didn't I hope that Jon Favreau is in charge. If they do another trilogy, I am hoping that he's in charge because he has done a fantastic job with the new series. Because we're getting an Ahsoka series with him.
Yep.
We're getting what else are we getting with him? More Mandalorian. We get Boba Fett. We get Obi-Wan. We are getting so much from him.
Yeah.
That he cannot. He can't do bad now.
Yeah. He's doing great.
Chewbacca, I need.
Thank you.
Please move. Okay.
Darth Vader.
The intruders have been found.
That's awesome.
On our moonship thingy.
So everyone can start.
Darth Vader's sitting in his meditation chamber like.
It's like I was photoshopped. That wasn't me.
It's a deep fake.
Nah, but I think, I think that the newest trilogy wasn't great. The Rise of Skywalker, they like I said, I think because J.J. Abrams came back and did that one, And I think he was just trying to fix the damage from the second one.
Yep.
Okay.
They focused too much on the last one instead of focusing on the future.
Right. And so I think President or the lady who's over Star Wars movies and stuff for Lucasfilm and for Disney, Kathleen Kennedy said something like they're not going to do another trilogy again.
That's bullcrap.
But yeah, I think that's garbage. They're going to.
Yeah,
but it's
there's no way they're gonna let something that makes that much money die.
Yeah, because even if people hated it, it still made billions and billions of dollars.
Because people are like, I hated it so much, let's go watch it again.
Exactly.
Because I'll still watch them, but it's just like, come on.
But
this is what everything has been leading up to for the past 40 years, 60 years.
Yeah.
And it just kind of was kind of let down.
And like I said, the thing, my beef with that is like the joke with Luke just throwing the lightsaber. Okay, for a joke, it's a good joke, but at the same time, it's like, you know what, you could have I don't know. Like I said, it was seeing his own.
Oh, triangle. What?
Triangle, circle, square.
Are there more buttons in here?
Maybe get rid of these guys.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know. I think that the TV series, are honestly saving it.
Yeah, they are, because Jon Favreau's in charge of it, and he's an awesome producer.
He is. He is. He's nailed it. Doing great, and he did the first Iron Man.
Yep.
Like
he's been doing most of the Marvel stuff, and he's done a fantastic job.
Yeah, he's done great. Then you got you've got what's his name? You got the Russo brothers taking care of Marvel and stuff. They've done fantastic. And, like, that's the thing. Is, like, all this stuff with Star Wars, they didn't have to make everything not canon. Oh.
Flamethrower?
The rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher. Overkill's underrated.
Okay.
What do you do?
What don't you do? You got a freaking rocket launcher. You blow a hole in the side of the ship.
But you're in a space shuttle. Or you're in the Death Star right now.
Yeah, Death Star.
Maybe you have to go to... Oh, look. You have to do the first room. So you have to find the patterns that have that on it. Maybe. So switch the camera to a different room, maybe? No. Oh, no, I was wrong.
No. So I think if you hit those, the symbol
this
changes.
Like, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. It changes.
Triangle, circle, square.
It cycles through.
It's a square, Tanner.
Square.
Ezra, I don't know if anyone has ever told you this, but you're a square and you don't know that.
You're a square. Such a square.
Aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper?
Skywalker, I'm here to rescue you. Hey, come on.
Like, I'm gonna kiss you. I feel like
Self rescue. Into the garbage chute, flyboy.
Get in there, you big furry.
What was that camera shot right there? It's like.
It's one of my favorite scenes.
Exactly, it's one of the best ones.
They're making a Lego set for it.
Oh yeah?
It could be worse.
It might be already out. I'll show it to you. They're like little mini playsets. Or not little mini playsets. They're little collector sets. Like they have different scenes. Like they have a trench run, the Dagobah training place, and then they have this. And they're like little scenes. Actually, really cool.
I think I remember seeing those.
Oh, it's a boss fight?
Oh.
I'm so glad there's boss fights now.
Hit
Or
it
like
in the
actual
eye.
boss fights.
Were you trying to punch it in the eye?
Whoa, nope.
Well, Luke's dead.
Whoa, get it up, get it up.
Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Just kind of bait it, or
It's like sacrifice Chewbacca.
We're all gonna be a lot
he can
thinner.
hold his breath long enough.
That's so funny.
I also want to get more stuff with like the Gungan people, not just Jar Jar, but like their world was freaking cool.
Uh huh. So, have you heard the theory that Jar Jar is?
Darth Sidious, basically.
Yeah, that he's actually running everything.
Yeah,
Behind the scenes.
I really hope they were.
Misa's actually the mastermind of the series.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Like that's how they wanted it to play out. Like just kind of like a mind blown type situation.
Yeah.
Like I think it would have been really cool, but also.
The walls are coming in again.
I think so. Well, it would depend on the the next like part of his character. Like him, imagine Jar Jar explaining to Obi-Wan Kenobi how he's mastermind the whole thing. How when he was on Naboo, he knew Qui-Gon Jinn was going to be there, and he honestly tried to kill Qui-Gon Jinn before that. But then he had the idea to like befriend him and like make him feel like he wasn't there, or like that he was an idiot kind of thing.
And that kind of there's no way that this could have been him at all.
Exactly, and that everyone's just like, oh my gosh, no way.
But now looking back at it, I think it would have sucked to have Jar Jar now instead of Darth Sidious, because Darth Sidious, after watching the newest trilogy, like the last movie, seeing how powerful he was to be able to shut down every single ship, that would have sucked as Jar Jar Binks.
Oh yeah.
That would have been terrible.
Oh yeah.
Because then we wouldn't have gotten, like, I kind of would have been happy about this, because Rey's character is so bad, she has no character development whatsoever.
Right.
So, we would have to have some sort of way to get Palpatine or Darth Jar Jar to have an offspring that's human, and we would have no clue who it was.
Yeah.
So
especially Jar Jar. Well, I don't know. Yeah, because like Rey's even having like the power of Palpatine kind of thing. Like, I mean, essentially Palpatine's power skipped a generation because he cloned himself, made his son, and then his son didn't have any of his Force abilities.
But then that son made somebody who had the Force abilities of the original.
Right.
And that's so dumb.
Like, it makes no sense. He's like, shh, C-3PO.
Like, did he just touch me?